So my name is Michael DeVaul. I'm the Chief Social Responsibility Officer for the YMCA of Greater Charlotte. And the one life lesson I will give you is that family matters most. That the ultimate transfer is what we do, particularly as fathers, as man-made men. The ultimate transfer is how we transmit back the stories and the life lessons to our children. So I would say the definition of a made man is one is to acknowledge the people who have gotten you to this place. Because I was once, honestly, a black boy, and being a black boy, the ultimate was taking the village in context. And the man-made would be that I didn't make myself by myself. So to acknowledge God, to acknowledge my parents, and to acknowledge community is going to be really important. And to use those tools and those resources. And as the Library of Congress says, right, wisdom lingers, but knowledge transfers. So if I were to go back, right, again, I transfer the stories. If I was in West Africa, they would tell you that the Griot is the most important person that you give. The Griot is the storyteller in villages. And I think if I could go back, so I have sons, 22 and 25. I always say, I think, I would have listened longer, right? And I would have listened more intently to the stories that people were transmitting, because you can't get there on your own. Right? To go fast, you can go alone, but to go right long and strong, you have to go together. So I have, if you think about my board of directors or my personal board of directors, I have a ton of people who have helped develop me. So the mentoring, both from my father, both from men and or women who have been in my life, that has been the knowledge transfer, right? Knowledge is power, but I tell people only when applied, and the application is through the people who transmit into your life and fill you with God's word. So when I face a challenge that has been daunting, once again, I go back to my board of directors, my personal board of directors. I seek counsel. I go to the spiritual word. I talk to my beautiful wife, who will give me the truth. Because the truth will only be given to you by the people who trust you, who believe in you. And you have to really go back to counsel. When you have dark or challenging or resilient moments, you have to go back to counsel. And the counsel first comes from the Spirit, and then it comes from the people who are present in your life. So the commitment to community can be clear for me. I work obviously for the YMCA of Greater Charlotte. We are also the My Brother's Keeper quarterback for the city of Charlotte. So the thing you can count on me for sure, is to be honestly and earnestly contributing back, to give back to black boys in particular, but also Latino and Hispanic boys of color. What I've learned and the lessons I've learned and the people who have spoken into me, and the transmission that I would ask for those boys to do also is to pass forward that legacy to others, right? Because if somebody gave it to us, we can give it to others. The one single message I would say is privilege can be toxic, right? It can even be poisonous if you don't give it away. So you have to give away privilege. You have to give away social capital. You can't hold on to it. So first, shout out to the Made Man Foundation, Wells Fargo, which we are here at Wells Fargo, the National Urban League, Miller's Coors, Ciroc, United Nations, and Upscale Magazine for sponsoring the event. What an awesome opportunity to bring man-made here to CLT. And then lastly, to join us on November 29th as the honorees, mentor youth, and college students donate suits and convene for the man-made reception at 6 p.m. at Piper Glen Country Club. Join us. Be there. Do not hesitate. Don't pause. Don't reflect. Just come.